So today I want to talk to you a little bit about what kind of side hustles to start in 2023 going into 2024. Side hustles are the ultimate way to earn an extra income. It's important, with the cost of a living crisis and with things getting very expensive with inflation, that you guys can find ideas in addition to your job to find extra income. So I've put together a couple of ideas that could be interesting for you and the ultimate side hustles to do in 2023 going into 2024. So the first one you could do is start a blog. And I'm going to rank these, of course, in terms of, which I think are easier and which I think are more difficult. So starting a blog, starting a YouTube channel, starting a podcast, building a business, which I've done, of course, in the past, building Europe's first on-demand fuel business, but building a software as a service or a website. I've done this very, very hard. And then, of course, the last thing would be becoming, for example, Uber, Postmates, or Lyft drivers. But what links all of these together in one? And what links all of these is that everyone is trying to build a community. This is one of the first things that you really want to get moving on, is trying to build a community. And with that, then actually cross-sell anything to your community. So this is the first thing you want to do when building any kind of business or side hustle. Every business will have their loyal customers, and they all have their communities around them. So you can always cross-sell at a later stage. So every creator is trying to, of course, get you to subscribe to their products, and then will potentially, give you some premium product to actually purchase. If you look at YouTubers like Ali Abdal, they're selling you courses, books, they have brand deals, they have YouTube ad revenues, they have revenues from multiple sources, and these are what creators usually do. So it's always good, and it's a great start to become a creator. And I'm going to go through a little bit about the best way I think you can actually start to become a creator. So I wanted to go through a little bit in terms of ranking about, easiest to start with to best. So the first thing I would suggest everyone to do is, of course, start a blog. And there are multiple reasons for this. A blog is a fantastic way to get you to start to build a community of loyal followers, and then you can pretty much sell anything from it. You can even do affiliate marketing. You can do brand deals. You can, you can do links, where through your affiliate marketing, where you're earning revenue streams through that. So it's a great thing to start for anyone out there that's passionate about a certain space, and that's something I'd recommend. If you do start it, make sure you're passionate about the certain space that you're actually building in as well. The second is a YouTube channel. This is quite difficult to do. If you look at some creators and how they started, for example, the Nelk Boys, they actually started filming pranks. So they're infamous pranksters, and now they're selling you energy drinks. So just like Logan Paul, who also started filming pranks and ended up, selling you energy drinks. So filming videos, preparing, editing, lighting, all of this costs a huge amount of time. And if you look at the statistics, most people get around 1,000 subscribers in 9 months, after which they only earn around $100 a month. So you really have to be consistent when you're doing that kind of business. Starting a podcast is also another thing to do. The hardest thing is, of course, getting high quality guests. You really have to invest in lighting, equipment, software, engineering to actually create a high quality podcast. Most people don't have the ability, and you have to be a good speaker as well. And this is something which is extremely difficult. So there's a lot of upfront investment, and then consistency, and trying to build that audience and community. The fourth thing is building a business. Building a business is something which is difficult in itself. And for example, a SaaS business, software as a service, and you can, of course, do this in parallel to building a blog. That's why we suggest, starting with a blog, then you can always write content around the specific SaaS business that you're trying to build. I've built hardware businesses as well as software businesses, and they're both very, very difficult. We've got a bunch of courses on foundermonty.com about this, but you've got to, find where you're going to build your business, do a minimal viable product, find product market fit, get your first customers, and then potentially find venture capital to actually scale the business. And of course, get lucky in all of this. So it's all challenging, but it's a great learning experience for anyone that's looking to build a software business, for example. And last but not least, the easiest side hustle you could potentially do is, of course, become an Uber or Postmates or Lyft driver. Probably the simplest way of all you really need is a bicycle. You can start earning extra cash by driving some food from one person to another person. So it's a great way to, if you're in needs for some extra quick income, this is probably the best way to do it, as all of the others will take time. And building a blog, don't get me wrong, you need to be very consistent with whatever you do. So it will take 6 months to a year to get anywhere and to get brand deals from anything. And your content, and Google is looking for exclusive, genuinely original content. And that's something which is also really, really important when you are creating content. So it has to be interesting. And in order to rank number one and rank up there, you really, really want to make it exclusive and original. And we'll do more YouTubes around this subject. So make sure you like and subscribe. And thanks a lot. See you next time.